Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I am Star. The message I received from God is you have changed. It looks good on you. The scripture comes from Isaiah 7:18 through 25. And that day the Lord will whistle for flies from the Nile Delta in Egypt and for bees from the land of Assyria. They will all come and settle in the steep ravines and in the crevices in the rocks on all the thorn bushes and at all the water holes. And that day the Lord will use a razor hired from beyond the Euphrates River, the king of Assyria, to shave your head and private parts and to cut off your beard also. In that day a person will keep alive a young cow and two goats, and because of the abundance of the milk they give, there will be curds to eat. All who remain in the land will eat curds and honey. In that day, in every place where there were 1,000 vines worth 1,000 silver shekels, there will be only briars and thorns. Hunters will go there with bow and arrow, for the land will be covered with briars and thorns. As for all the hills once cultivated by the hoe, you will no longer go there for fear of bristles and thorns. They will become places where cattle are turned loose and where sheep run. Ooh, sheesh. I feel like God is going to be turning some things around. Oh my God, this is another turning of tables situation. Whereas, someone who has been blessed by God, they were misusing it or they were mistreating someone. They were making someone out to be something that they weren't. They were lying on someone. They were um they were going at it. And I had this vision of God where God had put in his vision, I envisioned someone putting a camera in a space and just to see what other people around them would do and then releasing the footage. And I feel like God is saying that you don't have to do that. You don't have to try to do anything because God is going to seek the justice for you. You don't have to seek justice for yourself. God saw what happened. God will show you if you ask him what happened and what has been going on. And God is saying that he sees that you have changed. He sees that you are changing for the better. Maybe in your past you would have gotten upset, or in your past you would have reacted a different way to people lying on you, people mistreating you, people judging you. And you know, having the gifts that I have can be hard because while I can be around someone and they can smile in my face and they can be really kind, they can be really nice, I can genuinely tell if they mean me good or not. And in a sense, it can be very frustrating because I'm not fake. Okay, I'm just gonna be real. I'm not. I don't like being fake. I don't like trying to be fake. I just cannot do it. And to be honest, I at this point in time in my life, I'm just happy being by myself. I love my own company. I'm happy with me. And I just genuinely don't like being around nobody that feels some kind of way about me for whatever reason. 90% of the time, they don't have no reason to not like me. 90% of the time, they just feel some kind of way. I don't care. I'm not going to entertain it. And I would prefer to be just left alone. Okay. And I feel like for whoever this is for, maybe in the past you will pop off. And that's how I used to be. And in my past, I would go off, or I would say how I felt. I would express my emotions. I would express my feelings. And I would always be looked at as the aggressive person. I would always be looked at as the aggressor, and everybody else being ignored. And it would really piss me off. Okay. I don't like nobody trying to act like I'm the one that's doing wrong when other people are doing wrong to me. I don't like it one bit. When I say I don't like it, period. I don't like it, period. And it'll be different if I did something wrong to somebody. It'll be different if I did, intentionally hurt someone or intentionally did something. But when somebody is just messing with me and I haven't did nothing to them, I can't sit still around that person. I cannot deal with that person. I'm not going to sit there and be fake. I'm not going to sit there and fake the funk. I would prefer to not even be around them. And that's just me being real, because that's just me. That's just me. I know some people can do the fake nice and they can be nice, nasty, and all that, but I don't have time for that. I really don't. I like my peace. I do. I like my peace. I don't like going back and forth with nobody. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm not fighting with nobody. I done did all of that already. I'm done. I'm finished and it's over. I don't care. Okay? I mean what I said. But whoever this is for, you used to be about that life, okay? And God knows, obviously. And God is saying that, in the midst of your trial period, in the midst of your test period, you have passed every test tremendously. And God is proud of you. Like, you have really changed. You, at certain moments, you, in the back of your mind, the old you would be like, yo, you need to go ahead and you need to do this. You should say this. You should say that. You should do this. You should do that. And in the past, you would. But now you done got to the point where you don't even care no more. You don't even care no more. Like, you really have got to the point where you are literally just living your best life. You don't care how nobody feel about it. You don't care what they got to say. And like I told y'all, when I was younger, I used to get upset and frustrated and bothered when people would call me bougie. And it's not even, it's just this is naturally how I am. In reality, when I go around bougie people, they call me ghetto. But in reality, I'm just shy. And because I'm shy and I'm not going to come out and just talk to everybody, I'm not going to come out and start the way that I am by myself, y'all. I am completely different in person. I am quiet. I stay to myself. And I'm not the type of person that, especially if it's someone that I'm not used to being around or somebody I don't know that well, I'm not going to be as active and talkative with them because I don't know them. And that's just me. I've always been that way. And a lot of people will look at my how I am online, or look at how I am when I'm around people that I know really well. And they would think, well, she must not like me, or she must feel some kind of way about me. She may think she better than me. And that's really not it. I'm just shy. Okay. And it will be a complete different story if these people will start talking to me first. But genuinely, they always expect that I'm going to come and talk to them. And that's just not going to happen ever. It's just, I'll say hi. I'm not rude. But as far as me being myself around someone I don't know, it's not me. And a lot of times when people meet me, it makes them feel like, oh, she bougie, or oh, she thinks she all that, or oh, she think this, or oh, she think that. And I get it. Nobody wants to feel like somebody think that they're better than them. But in reality, shy people do exist. Timid people do exist. People that are not just loud all the time and always talkative and always in the mix of everything do exist. And I'm one of those people. And in the past, it has, it could possibly have rubbed people the wrong way. But in reality, I'm not going to pretend to be somebody else just to make somebody else comfortable. I'm not going to take myself out of my own comfortability in order to make somebody else comfortable. And in reality, even when I would try, I wouldn't even come off as a sociable person. I would come off as weird. I would come off as different, because a lot of people see how I look, how I dress, and they assume that my personality is a certain way, and it's completely different. Like, I feel like I'm really more of a nerd than I am of a popular type girl. Even though I do know how to do makeup, I know how to dress, I used to party, I used to do all those things. But I also like documentaries, I like reading books, I like being alone. I like watching research and all kind of weird things that most people don't find interesting, and most people find it weird, but that's just me. And yeah, So for somebody, you have this certain kind of personality that makes people want to pick at you. It makes people want to mess with you. It makes people want to be mean to you. And in this time period, it's kind of like you're being tested, and God is saying you passed the test. Instead of spazzing out, instead of going off, instead of trying to go back and forth, instead of trying to prove yourself right, instead of trying to just seek judgment for yourself, you have just sat still and you have waited on God. And God says now He is going to turn the tables around. You will have a flowing amount of milk and honey. You will have all the cattle and all of this and all of that, and these other people that have been being mean to you and judging you and picking on you, they are going to have to deal with the thorn bushes and the bristles and all kind of other mayhem. Havoc and mayhem is what they will receive, because now there has been a turning of tables. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.